In this chapter we study only elementary things which belongs to class 8 standard. Firstly, to understand force, we have to understand effects of force. First is force can set a stationary object in motion. That means if we apply a force on a stationary object, it changes its state of rest. Second effect is force can stop a moving object. Third one, force can change the direction. Obviously, if two objects collide with each other, then they change the direction. Fourth, force can change shape of object. It's clear. Now the fundamental meaning of force is clear, that a force can change the state of rest or uniform motion of an object or direction, shape. This is called force. Now we can say define the definition of the force. Now after that we take a type of force. Very important, type of force. How many types? Okay. Now see, it is divided into two parts. First one is contact force, and second one is obvious non-contact force. Firstly, we describe the contact force. In contact force, first is normal force. Second is friction force. Third one, muscular force. Same in non-contact force. First one is gravitation force. Second, electrostatic force. Third, magnetic force. Now we study normal force. Normal force is a, we can say, it is a perpendicular force acting on the contact surface. See, as I said, it is a perpendicular force acting on the contact surface. Let's say on a table there is a book. Now we see, first thing, the book is attracted toward the earth by the force of gravitation, that is mg, and the table exerts an upward force on the book, that is called normal force. Then this force comes in the picture when two surfaces are contact and these surfaces are perpendicular. The force acted is perpendicular to the surfaces. Now we understood friction force. We know friction force is a force which opposes the motion between two surfaces which are in contact. That means, let's say a block is on a rough surface. When we apply a force to move it in forward direction, it experiences a backward force that opposes the motion. That force is called friction force that applies the earth over the block. This force is called friction force. There are different type of friction force. First is static friction. Second is limiting friction. Third is kinetic friction. Fourth is rotational friction. But deeply we will study all four forces in friction chapter. Now we proceed further over muscular force. We can say muscular force, as we know, push and pulling force. Push and pull. If we push a cart or a door, when you touch the door, therefore pushing force and pulling force also a contact force. Now we moves on non-contact forces. In non-contact forces, first is gravitation force. Now let's see. Gravitation force is the force of attraction between two objects, and this force of attraction depend on the mass of the object and the distance between them. Briefly, we can understand like that: if object is m1, its center is separated by a distance x from m2, then these two forces experience an attractive force. m1 will attract toward the m2 and m2 is attract toward the m1. This is called gravitation force. This force is applicable even the two objects are not in contact. Therefore, gravitation force is also a non-contact force. As example, we drop a coin from some height h, then it moves toward the earth. Then this is the example of the non-contact force. Second is electrostatic force. As the word suggests, electrostatics, the force between two charge which is in their static state. Let's say that is a charge q1 and charge q2 is separated by a distance of x. Then these two forces are experienced force of attraction or force of repulsion. This attraction or repulsion depends on the charge of two objects. If they are both are positive charge, they will experience a force of repulsion like this. Q2 repel that side and Q1 repel that left one. This is called electrostatic repulsion. If they are opposite charge, they will appear force of attraction, because like charge repels and unlike charge attract. So they are not in contact. After that they experience and force of attraction and repulsion. Therefore that is electrostatic force, and this force comes into non-contact force. Now third and last, magnetic force. We know if we take two bar magnet, one is north and south pole, there is another bar magnet with a pole north and south. Now we know same poles repel each other, then these two magnets repel in opposite side. The two magnets are not in contact. After that they experience a force. Therefore magnetic force is a non-contact force. Now we have discussed contact force and non-contact force. Now we move on an important formula, that is mathematical expression of the force. We can say formula for the force. Or we can say the magnitude of the force of an object. Now we say the magnitude of a force which acted on an object depends on two things. First is mass, and second one is its acceleration. We know mass. Mass is an amount, quantity of matter possessed by an object. Now we have brief idea about acceleration. Let's say acceleration is a vector quantity and it is equal to rate of change of velocity with time. I said rate of change in velocity, yani final velocity minus initial velocity. Rate method divided by with time. The acceleration is a rate of change in velocity with time. So acceleration, now we can say F is equal to m multiplied by a. So force is a product of mass and acceleration, and we can modify it like this: m equal to b minus u by t. This is an important formula, very important. If an object of mass m is moving with the acceleration of a, then it is sure that it have a force of magnitude m into a. This formula is given by Newton, therefore this is also called a Newton formula. Now we come